Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about Komi can't communicate. And like I said in the title, this is a very diverse anime. And it's basically about a young lady who is unable to speak with people because she has severe shyness. And so she's trying to overcome the shyness, and she meets her classmate, the boy here next to me, Tadano. I don't know, something like that. Can't pronounce his name very well. Sorry. Anyways, he finds out that she wants to make 100 friends. So he kind of helps her communicate with her classroom peers. And by doing this, she writes her words down on a notebook. And basically what it tells, that the show starts off with every time, is that just because people don't talk to you doesn't mean they don't want to be involved with what's going on in the classroom. They just need an invitation to join the group. Some of this is kind of unrealistic. For example, she's very shy. She doesn't talk to, but everybody still loves her. Everybody wants to be around her because she's like very pretty. My personal experience in this, anybody who's like real shy, doesn't talk to people, don't communicate them, are usually thought of being stuck up, snobbish, and not really well liked. But in this case, everybody loves her and everybody tries to get along with her. And this is basically the theme of this anime, is that we get a lot of diversity in here and everybody just accepts everybody for who they are. This is somewhat detrimental to one character in particular who does a lot of bad things, but everybody still likes her. Now, while it focuses on her trying to meet new friends, it also goes with the relationship between Komi and her friend. I'm going to just really screw up the name, Todano. I know that's not how you pronounce it, but their relationship with each other and how they get closer and closer with each other, and to the end where they're not actually dating, but they're on the verge of that part. So with the diversity, you got people like, you do have a transgender person who's like, I think she's going as a girl in this one. 8th grade he was a boy, 9th grade she's going as a girl. But she's kind of like the life of the classroom. She's the type of person where she gets everybody, if the room is dead, she's the one who comes in and livens and everything up. When there's new students who move in, she's the one who's able to get to know them and gets to be friends with them, and everybody gets to then everybody else kind of moves in and starts talking with them. So she's basically, I believe she is the second friend of Komi behind her desk mate. And she's like really friendly. And a joke that she's a transgender is kind of throughout the series. Somebody will call her a girl and she's like, no, I'm a boy, and vice versa. And so she keeps everybody guessing what her actual sex is. You got her, you got a narcissistic person. Then you got, later on, we get introduced to another character. It's kind of like the complete opposite of, not complete opposite. It's a guy version of Komi. He gets real nervous because he's tall, big, and muscular, and he wears a bandage on his nose. Everybody thinks that he's upset, mean, a big bully, going to beat everybody up, and that's probably about the what would really happen for that kind of person, who's that big, scary looking, shy, doesn't really smile, just kind of glares at people, that he's always upset. So we kind of got him and everybody's afraid of him. But they end up working him in. The worst character is probably on here. I don't know if the creators just hate these type of people. It's the lesbian. She is she's like, everybody else is pretty much cool and friendly and stuff, but then you get the lesbian in here and she is like very perverted. She basically kidnaps our male lead, puts him in a closet, and when people come over, she threatens him that if he makes a sound, she's going to bury him in the backyard, kill him and bury him in the backyard. And she's always trying to, there's like an episode where she's trying to touch the female lead's breast. There's another one where she's trying to see her panties. There's another one where she gives her a sucker which is a sucker for herself, completely nude. So if our female lead will lick it, she has to lick the nude sucker image of her. She's always like, if anybody gets close to our female lead, she treats them very rudely and stuff. Like, there's probably like no really redeeming qualities of that character whatsoever. So it makes me kind of question, why of all the characters did you make the lesbian like a total perverted, narcissist? I don't know, like the worst kind of person you could possibly imagine. They put it all. They put her all on this on a lesbian. Maybe in the manga she grows to something better, but in the anime, she's all like that. And I mean, the closest you get to a character is like that. It's these group of boys, and it's them talking and fantasizing what it would be like to date certain girls. But it's all like innocent fantasies, like they just imagine, how a girl would react if they took them out somewhere, like if they said something and just their reaction to it, and how the characteristics of those girls would be like if they dated them. But it was nothing like sexual or perverted, kind of like they do with the lesbian. I don't really get why they did that just with her character. I mean, all of them are going through adolescence and stuff, so I mean, I'm sure a lot of them would probably be curious about, what it would be like to kiss somebody or touch somebody, hold somebody's hand and stuff. But with that lesbian, it just went overboard, like up to 10, level 10 on it.
They took all of the negative personalities they took out of the other characters and just shoved it into her.
And then, but the show does really get good. But apart from that, you see what friendship is, the ability to accept people for who they are, both personality wise, and it doesn't matter what their beliefs are or and stuff like that. You should be friends with everyone, and that's basically what this is. However, it does get like too much. I'm going to sound kind of like a political correct person, but it does get kind of too sexualized, and it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't really advertised marketed that way. You would think how they market it, how like little kids could watch it, be all right and stuff. But I wouldn't show this to anybody that's under 15. I probably wouldn't even show it to anybody under 15. I wouldn't really show them, just because you get all these sweet moments, and then all of a sudden, like I said, you got this girl going around falling down, trying to look up a girl's skirt, trying to get her to get muddy, so she has to take off her clothes, and so she can watch it. You got her putting on our female lead's pantyhose on her head and stuff, and you got stuff like that. And it's mostly with the lesbian character, but you do have it with others. Later on, about episode 20, you have two guys in a bathroom. They're talking, and they're already kind of like this in their underwear. Another guy tells the other guy to take it off. He hands him says, put this on, hands him some lotion. And then you have these sound effects, like these two boys are going at each other, and one's standing behind the other one, where he's standing up, the other one's bent over, so it's implying that they're, doing it. And then, but once the screen goes back, you see that they're just flexing their muscles and doing poses like that, like the strong men do, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Vocabulary went out my head, but stuff like that. But it's like, why are we implying that these teenage boys are getting down and dirty and stuff like that? And so there's scenes like that thrown out throughout the whole episode, the whole season. It's just that necessary. You got a good message about accepting everybody, but then you got stuff like that. You got like a lesbian who's really perverted. So are you saying that all lesbians are perverts and trying to get on with other girls? And you got the blonde-headed guy who's real shy. It's kind of obvious that he's gay, because he got something going on with he likes the male lead. And You know, that's that kind of thought process. You got these homosexuals representation on there, but they're all horny. But your straight people are not like that, and stuff like that in here. It's kind of, I mean, I don't know. I guess that's how when I was watching, that's what I was thinking. But the relationship between the male lead and the female lead is very wholesome. It's like two great friends, you know, helping each other out. He continues to help her overcome her shyness, overcome her difficulties and meeting new people, going to stores and buying stuff, and stuff like that, where she actually can talk to him without too much stuttering and stuff like she would with other people. If they would have focused on that, I would say this anime was great. It would have been, you know, one of the best ones out there. But all the sexualization they do of this, and you know, having a character kidnap somebody and going to bury him in the backyard. The only reason she probably didn't do it is because people actually saw him in her closet and such. So that's a big warning if you haven't seen this before. There probably will be a season 2. I think it might have been confirmed. I'm not sure. I'll probably watch it, I think, for the most part, because I kind of like the relationship between the two lead characters, and such. But I don't know if it goes out off that deep end like that, I probably won't finish it. So my review, if this is your first time watching this, our reviews are usually, we rank them by either recommend with caution, not recommend at all. I would probably recommend this with caution. If like stuff where, you know, what I described with the lesbian trying to get on with people, the scene where it looks like they're two males are going at it, if that don't bother you that much, then it should be good. And that's not like the only case. It's like other cases where it looks like two people are doing something more than what it seems like. Anyway, so I would recommend it with caution. If it would throw that stuff out, I would recommend it for sure. If you're looking for something like this, it's probably a little bit more wholesome. I would probably suggest I can't think of the name of it. The other one that's like this. It's on here too, with the boy and the girl. She's always playing tricks on him and stuff. It's not Negatero, but it's I think my problem is I can't pronounce the show very well. It's called Teasing Master Tagi-san. That one is a very good show that you would probably enjoy. That's very clean. She teases him all the time. Only problem on Netflix is I only got season 2, and I think Funimation has season 1. So you can watch season 1 on Funimation, season 2 on Netflix. There's a season 3, but I can't find it anywhere. Once I find that, I'll probably watch it. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day, and bye.